Hi there and welcome back to the Music Hub. We're going to be talking about the key circle here. This is an endlessly fascinating structure, sometimes called the circle of fifths. You can easily download one and print it off from the internet. I carry this around all the time, bring it out many lessons because there's so much that you can get from this, both in terms of key signatures, which we encounter. They're on the outside here. Okay, I've just scrubbed some of the ones out here that are less common. But basically, flats are on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And sharps are on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they meet at the bottom with some horrible looking keys just at the bottom. And you'll notice at the top, this key of C major is the one that has nothing, no flats or sharps. So we'll start with that key because it's a little easier just to work in. But you can think of this key circle or circle of fifths a bit like the artist's color circle. It's got all these connections and kind of patterns, if you like. So we'll explore one or two things here. We're going to start with, I'm just going to play the chord of C major. So on the outside of the circle, we've got all the major keys here. And on the inside, we'll come to this later, are the minor keys. And one relationship is between the major chord of C and the minor chord of A minor. Okay, they share some of the same notes. That's why they're so related. Okay, that allows you to really hear that. I only had to change one note to get from that chord to that chord. Working in C major, in fact, just thinking of the roots at the moment, here's the root of C major, here's a chord of C major, and here's the scale. Okay. On a piano, that's all the white keys there, and the root is here, C. Okay, now just to explain why it's called a circle of fifths, if I go up to G, that's 5 notes. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go down to F, it's also a fifth. So up the way this way is 5, going up. Down this way is 5 that way. So think of it as up the way here or down the way there. Okay. That said, here's a great way to use the key circle. I'm going to think in the key of C major, which is here. No flats or sharps. And I'm going to attach these chords around the kind of flanking C major, F major and G major. Okay, now I'm going to play C, F, G, C as a little chord sequence, all major chords. Here's C, here's F, here's G, and back to C. Here it is in sequence. I'll just play it slightly differently. And you can tell that sounds really familiar to us. It's the DNA, if you like, of our Western music harmony. And you can think of that as a family group, if you like. Okay. I just want to point out that we're still thinking in the key of C major. You'll notice there are key signatures up here, but just ignore those for now. You take the middle chord in this part of the circle. Okay. If I just take 2 chords, I'm going to play C to F. Okay, that has a certain kind of feel about it. If I was actually in the key of F, that would be a nice cadence. But if I play C to G, that's a different kind of cadence and a more open-ended sound. So there's another way of looking at that as well. Okay, so going back to the 1, 4, and 5, which sort of group like that, I'm just going to move this around like that and show you this part of the circle. And now the middle chord is G, just there. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to play G, C, D, G, and let you hear how that sounds. Here's G, here's C, here's D, here's G. Okay, same effect. Okay, but now we're in the key of G. Now we can think about having the 1 sharp there. I needed that in the chord of D. If I didn't, it would sound like this. G, C, we'd end up with D minor, and then G. Sounds quite nice, but it's not really chords. There's not really chord 5 in the key of G. So I do need to think about that sharp and the key signature of G major now. Okay, so G, C, and now D major's got the F sharp, which is the leading note to G. And that principle works wherever you go on the circle. So if I just test it out one more time, I'm going to go somewhere completely different, like here. This is A flat major. If I play A flat major, D flat major, E flat major, and back, that should be 1, 4, 5, 1. Let's hear how it sounds. A flat major, D flat, E flat, and A flat again. Perfect. Okay, you can see how that works. You can do that any way you like. Good luck trying it in G flat major. Anyway, now we talked about relative majors and minors as well. I'll just cover this, and then that'll be it for this video. I think it's probably enough to take in. So we had C, but let's go something like D major. Okay, D major has 2 sharps. Here's the chord, and the here's the scale. Okay, so I had to put in an F sharp and a C sharp as I went there. Here's the F sharp, here's the C sharp. Okay, now the relative minor of D major is, according to the circle, is B minor. Okay, so if I play D and then I play B minor, again you can hear the close relationship there. It's like sort of mum and dad, yeah? Okay. And again, that works anywhere on the circle, and to some extent the minor chords also have their own way of working and relating to each other as well. Okay, there'll be another video about this, and we'll talk about things that relate to more specifically to jazz harmony. But I hope that's been useful on the circle of fifths. Get one of these, print it off now, and keep it for life. It will be forever useful. Thanks, bye-bye.